question for everybody. How often do you talk and say something like, hey, Vinny, you know that gay guy? You ever talk to people like that?
Never.
I'm just curious, do you talk like that? Do you talk like that? Maybe you're watching this, you're like, I don't want to admit to it because I'm sitting in the bathroom watching this, but just yesterday I told my brother that gay guy. Okay, maybe that's you. That's okay. Mm-hmm. But guess what? Don't feel bad because somebody that's about to be your vice president also says that regularly. He says it so regularly that it's slipped up on stage. This is not even without cameras being on, okay? And this guy, you know who he called that gay guy? The guy that's got 11 kids. I don't know how a gay guy has 11 kids. That's not possible. A pastor of me long time ago said, this is how I explain my stuff to my kids when it comes on to making kids. Boys, you can't make kids like this. And it took me a couple months to realize what he was talking about.
Yeah.
You can't. It's just...
At all?
It's scientific. Like this is like science. This is like legit stuff. You skip biology, which kind of worked in your favor. But Rob, if you want to play this clip, he called Elon Musk.
Pat, don't judge me.
I would never do that.
He never judges you. How long have you known that?
I would never do that. Rob, play this clip.
So poorly. Not only did we lose 10 million jobs, we were pitted into a hunger game against our neighbors to find toilet paper. That's how bad it was. So now, I suppose it wasn't too bad, thinking back to that economy. If you're a billionaire, Elon Musk, for example, say, that guy got it. Michigan knows that word. Look, that dude got a tax cut and the rest of us got shafted on.
He paid $11 billion in taxes, Tim. How much have you paid in taxes? He's created hundreds of thousands of jobs. He was able to get a rocket to go and come back in 1/20th of a cost of NASA. When Boeing said, let's leave those couple people up there, we need till next year, he says, I can come and help. When you needed battery chargers nationwide, he already thought about that 15 years ago. When Zelensky, the greatest beggar fundraiser in the world, needed to get some money, and they talked shit about Elon, you know who gave them Starlink? Elon did. Internet. That's the guy? That's the gay guy? The guy with 11 kids is a gay guy? That's the guy. Really? How many gay guys do you know running 5 different multi-billion-dollar companies? How many? And still got time to make 11 kids with his wife or whoever the mother that he's making kids with. I mean, this is not a, you want to criticize somebody like that? Hell, you know what may happen? A lot of people, straight men, just want to be called a gay guy and go create multiple billion-dollar companies. But when you think about, by the way, guys, this is not a comedian named Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
This is not a podcaster that's just kind of having fun entertaining. This is not an athlete that's just in this, game talking shit to each other. This is not a military first sergeant or some first class that's telling something like this while they're in the barracks, shooting shit and somebody records and posts it. This is the guy that wants to be your vice president, calling the #1 entrepreneur in America that gay guy. You understand how weird that is?
So
I'd never do that to Adam. He's calling him that gay guy.
That gay guy. You've never said that. You've never said that.
Adam, how do you feel about that gay guy comment that Tim Walz just made?
Listen, I'm going to just quote Elon Musk on this, right? I got no problem being called gay, to be honest. Yeah, you like that?
Sick.
He said from a user called Tim Walz, beyond pathetic. In the video, you can hear someone in the crowd yelling, dipshit, whatever. But the reality is there's... When you're running for president of the United States, you're vice president of the United States, or you're the president of the United States, and you're calling people garbage, or Hillary calling people deplorable, there's a difference between calling out the voters, the actual people, and versus actually calling out the people around. They criticize Trump for basically saying, everyone around Kamala is the worst people ever and they're garbage. Those are the people around her. When you're criticizing voters, that's where I have a problem. Like the whole Tony Hinchcliffe thing, the Puerto Rico thing. If that's the best October surprise you got to do better, Democrats. Trump's a Nazi, you got to do better. So to me, this is just a comment that Elon Musk brushed off. But the rhetoric from the left is actually becoming quite absurd, but yet it's Trump who was the one that is basically vindictive, and he's the mean one.
And what about Biden? Did you see the clip, Pat, about Biden saying Republicans like Trump are the kind of guys that you want to smack in the ass? Do you want to talk about a gay comment? That's and then we could show the Doug M off. You saw the Doug M. This is, Rob, I sent you the Biden one. I sent you Joe Biden. Look at this, and look at how angry he gets. He's lost his mind, but this is him right here talking about the Republicans are the kind of you want to just smack. Look at his face too, Rob, when he says it. See.
But I'm serious.
I'm serious.
These are the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass.
What the hell is he talking? You want to talk about what kind
By the
of
way,
guy?
a part of me respected it because, I mean, that's maybe the way he talks to Jill. I just want to smack that ass tonight. I mean, if he talks like that, some woman like that. Vinny, why do you undermine his ability to be able to talk dirty to his wife? You want, by the way, you want your husband,
Smack him in
you
the
want
ass.
your president and the first lady to talk dirty to each other or be happy in the bedroom.
Well-
it's less stress for you. So if he talks like that, visualize.
Yeah.
Jill, I'm coming over tonight. I'm going to smack that ass.
Yeah. Yeah,
By
but
the
he
way,
was talking.
listen, I don't know. Look, can you play it again? Because I'm just like,
No, wait,
close
look
your
at
eyes.
his
No,
face.
no.
Look at his face. All right.
I don't even want you to look. I just want you to hear.
Okay,
Rob,
let me
play it
just-
again. Just visualize him talking dirty. Go ahead.
But I'm serious. These are the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass.
See?
But I'm serious.
Okay. I
Smack
see
that ass tonight.
What's crazy is I don't know why they're still letting him out there on stage
They
talking.
don't, they don't give a shit at this point.
I'll tell you what's
Talking
crazy.
dirty to
I
his
agree
wife.
with you.
Leave him
Crazy to me.
alone.
By the way, quick numbers for you, Tom. His approval rating is 41%. It's the lowest for basically a sitting president who's basically running as an incumbent for Kamala Harris. 67% of Americans are basically now saying that they believe the country is heading in the wrong direction. So much so that Trump, they call it basically a retrospective approval rating of Trump. Trump now has a 48% approval rating, basically based on memory of his time as presidency. His highest rating as presidency was in the mid 40s. They're basically saying people are looking back at Trump being like, yeah, it actually wasn't so bad, because they're looking at Biden. They're like, this is who we have to compare ourselves to, 41%. So Kamala's running on this record.
Did you hear? You
ahead,
saw what
Tom.
Doug Emhoff. You saw what Doug Emhoff said.
I'm guessing, guys. You guys can do whatever you want to do. I can see him coming home, song playing, be ready, and
chill.
smack that on the floor, smack that, give me some more, smack that, till you get so sore, smack that,
You know what?
oh, smack
Rob,
that, all
Hang
on
on,
the floor.
we're 50 hours from an election.
Rob.
50 hours.
Tom,
Actually,
I want
less
to
than
smack
that.
that. And you want to get
Exactly.
serious.
Tom,
This guy, play
exactly.
smack that one more time. Go ahead.
I'm serious.
I'm serious,
These are
Tom.
the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass.
What does that
buddy
even
boy.
mean?
He wants to smack Tam on your ass.
There you
Take him
go.
outside the tool shed.
We're
So much
50
gotta
hours,
go.
but we're 50 hours from it, and I find it comical. Can you imagine if you're Vinny?
I'm sorry.
Just for a
Be
minute.
serious, Tom. Go ahead.
Just
Make
for a
your
minute,
point.
channel a little bit and
Too
try
much
to
silliness.
think of what life for Kamala Harris's campaign manager. And it's that woman.
Are you being
right?
silly or are you
I
being
am being
serious right
serious.
now? Yeah, let's please
because
stay serious.
I searched for his campaign claims he misspoke, and the Google response was over 2,000 hits that there were for Tim Walz and his campaign claims he misspoke. So that's a pretty common thing with Tim Walz. And so they're like, okay, except in rare circumstances, Tim Walz can't speak. Then, sir, the president is going nuts. Okay, stop. Tell the White House, except in rare instances, the president can't speak. Okay, sir, we got the same with Mark Cuban and the women. Oh my gosh, campaign manager. Tell Cuban that except for rare, just tell Cuban he has to be 100% quiet. Everybody has to be quiet. Sir, what's up? Well, you're the campaign manager, and that means that all we have left is Kamala. Yeah, well, 2 months ago, we've been telling her to speak as little as possible.
Yeah.
So it's like nobody can speak. The whole campaign is surrounded by people who are out there like doing the opposite in the media. No wonder they've got celebrities out there saying, vote
Please
for Trump.
vote.
With that being
Because the
said,
regular campaign
Let's
is
talk
cornered.
about, obviously on this podcast here, I was in the 101st Airborne Division. Vinny was in the Air Force. He was the Airman of the Year
go,
out of
baby.
all their Air Force soldiers. He was the Airman of the Year. We have a limited edition Armed Forces shirt gear for you that says, different kinds. One says, we support the armed forces with dog tags on the bottom. We have different colors, jackets, shirts. We have the new Valuetainment dog tag. We even have Angry Patriot dog tag. Rob, if you can show the Angry Patriot dog tags. Incredible quality of this United States veteran, proud to have served. If you served, this is the shirt to wear on the back of it. It's got the Valuetainment logo with Future Looks Bright. We also got sweaters there. This is limited. We didn't order a lot because of vets, but you know how we feel about you. And we have a big veteran community. Anybody that places any order, doesn't matter if you just buy the dog tag or a sweater or a shirt, we're going to throw in a Veterans Day gift of the mugs. That's for the first 100 people that place the order. If you're a vet or if you know somebody in your family that's a veteran. Next week is Veterans Day. Get some gear. It'll take 3 days to get to you so you can sport this next week. God bless to everybody. You can go to VT Merch for that. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.